Welcome to the Kenners Club. You are now entering the Kenners Club. Today, we're going to talk about the Netflix TV show Ragnarok and how it relates to our present times. You're going to understand that a lot of truth is hidden. It's weaved in fantasy movies and TV shows. It's hidden in plain sight. Even TV shows like Sweet Tooth, all these different movies and TV shows that we watched decades ago that predicted the pandemic and a virus lockdowns. These came to pass. Now, Ragnarok is a mythology, Norse mythology of the Thor and Loki and the gods and the giants. Now, if you know anything about uh, biblical Christian history, you know about the giants in the Bible, the Nephilim. You know about how they relate to and how these fallen angels mated with the daughters of men and created giants. Now, these giants, not humans, these giants are innately evil. They innately want to destroy mankind. So we have so let's just describe what the innate word Ragnarok means. But first, check out thecanosclub.com. If you haven't visited this website, check out thecanosclub.com. We have a forum as well that you can look at and blog posts that you can read. We have an inner room that you can become access to for exclusive content. Back to the video. Ragnarok definition. What is it? What does it actually mean? Its most base meaning of Ragnarok. You see. Well, as it loads, basically is a battle between good and evil. Its most base meaning is the battle between good and evil. All right. Battle between good and evil. Obviously, Thor is included, and the giants. Okay. Scandinavian mythology, the destruction of the gods and of all things in the final battle with the evil powers. So this also relates to the apocalypse, the end times. It's another way of explaining the end times. Ragnarok. Now, I think that this TV show, Ragnarok, does a better job of explaining the mythology of Ragnarok than the actual Thor Ragnarok movie. It really dives much deeper into it. So, how does this relate to our present times, Ragnarok? Well, firstly, let's go through the TV show. What or the most key points of this TV show that relate to our present times, allude to what the Illuminati has been doing, plain sight. Now, if you haven't seen this TV show, I want you to go back and watch it because this will be a spoiler alert. I'm gonna read through a little bit of this Wikipedia description. Ragnarok is a Norwegian language fantasy drama inspired series inspired by Norse mythology. Skipping ahead, we go to some of the cast. Magne is a reincarnation of the thunder god Thor. Now, you simulate to a lot of us. A lot of us, we have innate skills and powers that have been shrouded, buried deep within us, that can be activated. You have powers. Everyone has powers. As you see later on in the TV show, he finds a group of people, his team of light, that on the surface are normal people, but when awakened, they realize what the power is. You see, there was a one girl that had a seducing power. You see, with the elf, the dwarf was able to wield and create the Thor's hammer. You can't do this alone. In the fight against evil, you need a team, and that's what Thor eventually was able to build and gathers a team of people to fight evil. Now, getting to how this relates to our present time, because that's why you came to this video, is expose the Illuminati. Okay, there's certain things that happen in this TV show. Firstly, it was a pollution of the water. Pollution of the water. Now, how is that happening today? Well, we already know that through water bottles and certain uh, things that we use, like fluoride and the toothpaste, is affecting the human body. It's slowly decaying against mankind. It's slowly destroying the health of mankind. The pollutants, we saw what happened in Flint. The water in Flint was polluted. It was not drinkable. Okay? It was not. So they're polluting the water, and the same thing is happening before our eyes. And it's almost like there was nothing that the common man can do about it. He needs somebody to rise up and fight against this force of evil. They have the tentacles that are controlling the world. They have the giants, our elite power group. You see, they have the control, and this is another truth that's hidden in plain sight that's related to in this TV show. The giants have financial power. They have control over the media. They have control over the industries and the jobs. Here in Etna, when the tax authorities were cracking down on the giants family, they did some type of psychological move and saying that scare tactic, saying that they were going to pull back and go to another place where the tax authorities were more accepting of them. So by doing this, it would destroy the economy of that knot. It would take away all the jobs, and everybody would be bankrupt. Nobody would have a job. And what's interesting is one of the ladies in this TV show had mentioned that they're willing to be poisoned to keep their job. How is this relating to today? People are willing to be poisoned by vaccinations in order to keep their job, in order to get back to normal life. This is what's happening today. People are willingly being poisoned by the water, by their foods. You see one of the giants, the female giant that was the wife, uh, a blonde-haired wife. She was creating all these sugary, fatty foods in order to give to the school, in order to make the people more sick. She described how sugar makes a person obese, also creates diabetes, and this also kills them off quicker. So the giants want to kill off humans quick. They do this covertly in increments through the food, through the water, through through the air. We are encased in the pollution. We are encased in a degrading society. They want to kill you off. They want to weaken you. That's what they want to do. Is these giants want to weaken you so that they can take over and dominate over you, and then therefore their power and their family can stay in power forever. Another thing about the giants is that they cycle through. They never really they die, but they never really die. It's said that they come back as their son's kid, meaning that these giants, they just come back in different forms. They never really die forever. They come back in different forms and cycle through. And that's what's happening today, is that even if these elite groups die off, another one pops up in another generation. It's just like with the monstrous creature with 7 heads. You kill off one, you slice off one head or one neck, another one grows back, or two grow back in one place. You see, so So this is a battle between good and evil, and this is what is happening today in our very lives. Is it willingly, and men and people of the community as well in Etna, they're living in deception. They know that they can't fight back because they have this power elite group that is in control of their city, in control of their town, their state, their country, that has control over the media, that was that will that will that will prop them up in good light, and they have control over the economy. They have control over all their jobs. So they're working in line with the god of money, Mammon. You see, and this is what we have today with the power elite groups, the Illuminati. They have control over the money. They have control of the currency. They have control over your jobs, whether you can buy or sell, make money. And this will we see with the mark of the beast. That you have to be willing. They make you and force you into submission. They make you willing to undergo pollution, slowly decay and die, just to keep your financial well-being, just to keep your home, just to keep your loans, just to be able to buy your groceries. They are control over you. Ragnarok. That's what it is. It's not just a mythology. It's a truth that's in all. It's a truth that has existed, popped up in all societies throughout civilization, mankind. Because these giants have always existed. They come and go, was and is to come. Was not and is to come. They always cycle through time. They take control of the money supply. They take control and pollute the waters. They take control and pollute the human body to promoting unhealthy foods that make people sick, that make people obese, that make people complacent, so that people die off quicker and stay weaker. Because as long as they're weak, then the world can never, and the people can never fight back. Now, when Thor was starting to rise up, it caused the people to start to become awakened, and this is not good for the giants. This is not good. So that's why we need, well, one person, even one person can cause an entire nation to rise up. One person that deplugs from the matrix, deplugs from the system. One person can cause an entire nation to rise up. You see. So you have power within you to fight back the forces of evil. You don't have to take the willful submission that the giants and the Illuminati, the evil forces, want you to remain in weakness, to remain in submission to them. You can be awakened, team together with similar like-minded people that want to break the system, to fight back, to no longer be polluted, be subjected to be polluted by the poison and the waters and the air and the foods in the medical system and the remedies that's given to help people, but only hurts and destroys people and kills them and puts them in the grave, silences their voices. You see, this is Ragnarok. This is the Illuminati group, the giants that exist. They're reptilians. They shape-shift. They're innately old, innately evil. They're innately a decaying corpse. They change the image to pure as beautiful, to pure as somebody you can trust. But no, they will stab you in the back. They want you dead. Hope you've enjoyed this video. This is the Kingdoms Club. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.